Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming to this Zoom session. My name is Hewley Ho, a volunteer conducting IT classes in library at Harbourfront. At this moment, we have converted these classes using Zoom online. I have a blog, itforseniors.wordpress.com. Normally, I post the notes a few days before the event. So for those who are interested to have a soft copy, you can go to the blog, bottom right-hand corner. There's a word follow. Click on it and submit your email address. Subsequent posts, you will have a soft copy before the lesson. Since COVID in last year, day one, I have conducted 15 topics. All these topics are recorded in my blog, and also there is a YouTube link. You can repeat the broadcast and enhance yourself in what we have discussed in the past. The first part, we have done 5 topics. So today, we will continue to have another 5 topics. Mainly is to show you how to configure the Payla and also the Grab app. Now, before we start, we would like to do a simple survey. So appreciate you answer and see how is the response in today's participation. Dong Sing?
Okay, I will launch the poll. Please remember to scroll down to the bottom if you don't see the bottom choices. For question 2, there are actually about 5 answers that you can choose, so scroll to the bottom. Okay, I'll give you a few minutes to answer this question 1 and 2. Mr. Ho, let me know when you are okay with the...
Yeah, I think it's okay. You just give them 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to stop.
Okay, those we will stopping in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, end of poll now. I'll share the results. Okay, do you see the results?
Yes, I think quite balanced. About 52% have already engaged in cashless payment, 48. But I'm interested in the feedback for those who have not yet engaged with cashless payment, no confidence. So I hope, so we can stop the poll. Tong Seng?
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll start sharing the results.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait a minute. How do I get out of?
For those of you who are still seeing the poll results, actually I've already closed it, but you can also go to the poll and click on the cross and close the poll in case it's blocking your slides.
The trouble is I couldn't get my. Wait,
Okay.
Okay, wait,
Take your time.
Yeah. Okay, for those who still have no confidence, I hope that after today's lesson, you can gain some confidence and get yourself engaged. So what I'm trying to say is everything has an element of risk. Even crossing the road, we have to learn how to cross the road as we are a child. Then, like nowadays, with the new normal, going to the crowded area with masks, also we can get into trouble. And engaging in online transaction and cashless payment. There are actually two factors to consider. One factor is the communication. This we discussed in part 1. The other factor is how secure it is, because we are dealing with the internet. So for those who have not attended part 1, I would encourage you to have a replay of it and fill you up with the first part of what we are talking about. How to manage and control risk. My advice is understand the risk. What can go wrong? How to go about it? Attend lesson like this, make with friends who knows IT, or even join coffee chat with us. Once you understand, learn how to minimize the risk. There's no such thing as whatever we do, there's no risk. Everything has an element of risk. It's only how smart you are to understand it and how you set the control, the limits. We call this the damage control. How do you set control? How do you limit the control in case somebody is smarter than you? The third point is learn to control risk caused by perceived fear. Sometimes we think it is dangerous because we lack of knowledge, ignorant, and actually there's actually no danger or very little danger. So try to identify fake news or misinformation and learn to identify fake news. So my advice to you, for those who say no, is the quickest way to acquire self-confidence is to do exactly what you are afraid to do. So today we are talking about cashless payment. Those who answer fearful, no confidence, are you prepared to challenge yourself? Help is always around. If you need my help, I can even escort you to the bank to apply and even give you a field test to some food court to stand beside you when you do the first transaction. A lot of people has no confidence because I learned feedback from some of them is that I am exposing my bank account to the world, to the internet. What happens if some people smarter than me can go into my account and siphon the money from my bank account? The question is not so easy. And if you are really scared, that is one way you can practice cashless payment without a bank account. But you still need to have internet connection, but without bank account. I will show you how to do that. Without credit card, without bank account, you still can practice cashless payment. What I'm talking about is just download the Grab app. The Grab app is an app that initially is used for transportation, but now they're expanding it for other methods of payment, including in the hawker center, in a retail shop like Isetan and all these things. So GrabPay is one you can try without a bank account. But if you want to try the others like PayNow, Payla, Apple Pay, Samsung, you need to link it to a credit card or a bank account. So you can start small, build up your confidence, then you can try other methods. We can talk more about this during Q&A. In Singapore, quite some time ago, the government has standardized one QR code. They call it SGQR. This SGQR is also promoting in hawker center, food court, and there are about 9 banks that agree to cross-platform to allow you all to use the cashless payment irrespective which bank account you have. And you can even pay cashlessly from one bank account from one friend to another bank account from another friend. Like for example, you go for a dinner of 10 of you and you want to split the bill. One of you may have a DBS account, another may have OCBC account, another may have UOB account or Chartered Bank, no problem. Once you learn the cashless payment, you can exercise it and use the PayNow method to pay each other. Even DBS has Payla, they also have PayNow. So this is how you learn when to use Payla and when to use PayNow. So here I say using the GrabPay in the hawker center. How you do it? You notice in the hawker center, every store has a QR code. It's just a piece of paper printed with a QR code, and on top of it, you have the name of the shop. It can be selling dessert or whatever it is. And you know, below there are all the icons to tell you that these are the bank account that is supporting this QR code. So you see GrabPay is also there, Payla is also there. So all you need to do is to scan the code. But the most important thing is you have to key in the amount yourself. Assuming you buy a bowl of prawn noodle that costs $3, you have to key in the $3 yourself. And remember, the $3 in the computer sense is 3.00. That means you have to press 4 times slowly. 3 period, that means the dot, 00. All cashless payment has 2 decimal places. If you go to retail shop, you buy something that has 65 cents, say for example $3.65, you type 3 period 65. Check, double check, or you confirm and send the money to the vendor. What happens if we make a mistake? Legally speaking, once you make a mistake, that excess money still belongs to you. The question is how you get it back. So if you go to a reputable retail shop, no problem. The manager can refund you. But if you go to a hawker center, the person serving you may say that I'm not the boss. I'm just a worker. Then you may have some time before you can get your money back. So just be careful when you use cashless payment. Key in slowly and check, double check before you confirm the payment to them. Now, this is the first exercise. The objective is how to top up GrabPay wallet from other Grab account members. You remember just now I told you, if you are so kiasu, you don't want to have a bank account attached to your smartphone, all you need to do is to download the Grab app and get your friends or your children who also have the GrabPay app to pass some money to you. Or if you don't have any children or all that, you can pay in cash to your friend, $10 or $20, and ask your friend using the GrabPay to transfer the $20 from a currency that you give it to him to your e-wallet in your smartphone. And your smart e-wallet will have $20 for you to try out. So even though people smart enough to go to your cashless payment app, the most they can get out of you is the $20 you put in. Nothing more, because you don't have any bank account. So that is the way. If you are so scared of using cashless payment, build up your confidence that way. Normally, this method I recommend to mothers who have a lot of school children. So what you do is, school children, you don't give them the bank account. So you just download the Grab app for them and throw some money to their wallet so that they can use it in food court to eat after school, or they can even use the money to sit a taxi home in case it is raining or rush time, there's time factor. So it's very convenient for parents to give to their children this GrabPay app. But I was told Payla also can do it, but Payla I have not tried it. So this is the method. So you see what you have to do. You have the Grab app. First thing, you touch the payment. Secondly, you touch transfer. This one I'm talking about the one putting the money in the other person. You are the person putting the money in the other account. So you are the one initiating the transfer of money. That's why you use the word transfer. 1, 2. All these are in the notes. You can refer back in the blog to study it again. 3. You are going to transfer the money to another Grab wallet. You select that option. And 4, enter the name from the contact to the person you want to send the money to. So here I say Mary Tan. So make sure you, from your contact list, you select the right person. Check the right person and check the telephone number. Sometimes you may have 2 Mary Tan in your contact list. Check the telephone number. So that is step number 4. Step number 5, decide how much money you want to transfer to either your children or your friend who requests you to put in the Grab wallet. $1 or $20 or whatever it is, you key in the amount. But be careful, you must have the amount before you can transfer that to them. That means your own Grab wallet must have sufficient fund. If not, you have to top up from your bank account first or whatever it is. So assuming your own Grab wallet has $50 and your friend asks you to transfer $20 by giving you a currency $20, you can still do it because you have $50 in your e-wallet. So you can do that. And after that is done, you can put a remark if you want to. Here, I just said from so and so. This is not important, but just for record's sake, you can put something there from so and so. From A give to B. That is the meaning. And number 6, before you confirm, check the amount is correct. So in this GrabPay, you see they got 2 arrows pointing to the right. That means it's not a touch function, it's a swipe function. So you have to swipe from left to right. Then that confirmation is done. And whatever money you put inside step 5 will be transferred to whoever who are practicing cashless payment on the Grab e-wallet. So that is the simplest way without any bank account. Now the second one is for those who have Payla, DBS or POSB account. This one you need a bank account. So how to top up your own e-wallet, your own Payla e-wallet? So number 1, when you open the app with a security password or whatever it is, or facial recognition or thumbprint, that is a security feature because DBS wants to know that you are the owner of the smartphone. Why they want you to do that is because they want to confirm you are the owner of the smartphone. So either you clear it with a thumbprint or a screen code or a facial recognition if you have the model of the smartphone. So after that is clear, then you come to this first page and you notice this person has $15 balance in the e-wallet. So you want to top up. So you touch manage. And second step, once you touch manage, you'll go to the second page. The second step, you touch top up. That means you're telling the POSP or DBS that you want to put some money in your e-wallet. So you touch top up. Then the third screen will come. The third screen will show which bank account you are using. So they only print 4 numbers of your bank account. They don't print the full one. So you check whether that is the bank account you want to take the money from. Remember, this is your own bank account. There's the money inside. You may have $1,000 or you may have $1 million in this account. It's totally up to you how you want to tell POSP. But if you scared people know so much about how much money you have, normally you make sure the one you are using for cashless payment is a daily usage account. That means not much money. So that is the best policy. So you number 3, you check that is the bank account you have, and you key in the amount you want to top up. $10, $50, $100 is up to you. Okay. Then after you have done that, you touch done. That's number 4. After you touch done, you will come to the next screen. That is the last screen to confirm you want to put $10 in your existing e-wallet, your own e-wallet in your smartphone. That's what I'm talking about. This one you're doing everything yourself. And confirm that this is the bank book or bank account that you want to take the $10 from. And once you are satisfied, you submit. That means you give the final instruction to POSP or DBS that is what you intend to do. And that is done. That is how you transfer or top up money from your own POSP bank account to your Payla e-wallet. Okay, the third demonstration is how do you set the e-wallet limit per day. You remember just now I said you need to have control or minimize the risk of doing something cashless. So in the Payla app, there are 2 limits you can control. One limit is how much you want to control your flow of money per day. That is one control. Per day means assuming you set per day, I don't allow myself to spend more than $50. So assuming in the morning you spend $30. And after that, you go to another shop, you want to spend $21. The app will not allow you to do the second purchase because you already conditioned the e-wallet to have only $50 a day. So how to overcome this? One way is to have an auto debit allowed. If you have the auto debit allowed, then they can take $1 more from your bank account at that moment of time to complete your purchase. Your e-wallet still zero because you only have $20. You buy something the second time, $21. The POSP will allow you to buy that by taking $1 extra from your bank account to do it. That is provided you have allowed the bank or instructed the bank that you can have auto debit. If you don't do that, sorry, your second purchase cannot be done until you go to a corner or go somewhere and start to put some more money into a e-wallet. And I normally recommend don't do all these things outside. Organize your e-wallet at home if you don't want to do auto debit. If you don't want to do auto debit, every time you want to manage your e-wallet, do it at home. Because if you do it outside, you are using your data plan. If you use public Wi-Fi, worse, not recommended. So that is one control. Second control is how much money you want to transfer over to your e-wallet at one time. The limit of it you can control. So after I show you the page. So number one, you touch the word more. The objective is to set the limit per day. So that is the objective. When I draw a rectangular, white rectangular, that is the objective. Okay, number one, you touch more. Number two, there are a lot of options for you to select. You select manage wallet. That is the second option, manage wallet. So the third one, you notice wallet limit. You can set the wallet limit to whatever value you are comfortable. You remember just now I said control your risk and all that. That equate to how confident you are. So for me, my lifestyle is I normally spend not more than 200 a day, whatever happened to me. So I limit it to 200. If you are the big spender, you can set to 1,000. It's up to you. But if you are the type of people very scared of using cashless payment, you can even set it to $50. It's up to you. So that is the limit I'm talking about. And if you set to enable auto debit, if you buy anything within the day more than $50, they will automatically suck the balance money to pay the vendor from your bank account. And the bank account is stated on top. Okay, that is your bank account. Now, the second control is called the daily limit. Daily limit, I think you understand the meaning, is within one day, how much you think you will spend. So if you are very worried and very scared of people taking your money, you don't know how to use it, you can set it to $50 if you want to. But it will be very troublesome. Every time you want to buy anything more than $50, it's cumulative. You can buy 3-4 times, but the total amount cannot be more than 50. Then you have to reset your limit. So these are the troublesome things, depends on how confident you are. So wallet limit, daily limit is to limit and control damage control, and also to reduce your risk if you are not so IT savvy. So enable, I explained to you already, if you put it on, if you short of $1-2, the bank still allow you to purchase the second item by taking the shortage of money from your bank to do that. So after that is done, you have to still activate your DigiBank because that POSP account is directly linked to your DigiBank. So that is a step number 5, because the bank want to ensure that you are the right person. So you notice when you join POSP, you are giving the POSP 2 username and 2 password. One is to activate Payla app. Another one is to activate the DigiBank account details. So this one is very important. Never give the password or username to anybody, not even the POSB or DBS bank staff. It's totally your own private information, not to give to anybody. So these are the 2 things you have to enter in before they can confirm your wallet limit. So everything is done. Number 6, you submit. And everything done properly, once you submit, this wallet limit will lock on. If not, they will not lock on. They will remain originally, depends on what money. You can change this anytime you like. If you don't want 20, you can set to 50. If you want more, you can set to 1,000, but the process is still the same. 6 steps to do that. Oh, sorry, not 6 steps, more than 6 steps. 7. Okay, 6 to touch submit, but it's not done yet. 7 is to confirm you are the owner of the DigiBank account. Okay, OTP. Oh, sorry. Okay. So what happened to OTP? OTP can come from many forms. Some of the members in my group asked me which is the best OTP. I explained to them the best OTP is a mobile phone, because mobile phone, you are holding it, that is your smartphone. And the smartphone, that is a SIM card inside your smartphone. It's very unlikely a crook will have your smartphone and SIM card at that moment of time. Unless you're so stupid, you tell him the OTP number. But if you don't tell him the OTP number, this number only come to you through SMS message. Now, you can have OTP through your email account, but I don't recommend, because through email account, if I am an imposter, I know your email account, I know your email password, I can parallelly open your email account, and the bank will also send the OTP to yours email account, but somebody has cloned your account and he can read it also. So not so secure lah. But there are other methods also, but these are the two common methods. So if you ask me for the choice, I would say mobile number is still the best. And mobile number, be careful. Don't give POSP the one that you are using it temporarily. Temporarily, I mean those cash card that sometimes you may want to throw away the number. Make sure your card is very secure, either the monthly paid one or a cash card that you will not throw away the number, because once you throw away the number, you have to go back to the bank to start to reset it again. Then after all this is done, you touch number 8, done, and number 9, you touch next. Then they will show you what you have decided. Okay, just now you remember I said I want to change the 100 to 200 to 50. Yeah, so you change to 50, then you submit. That is the final. Okay, that is for people who either set up a limit or want to change the limit. This is the process. Here I'm just elaborate on DBS Payla account. What happened is, every time you have done a transaction, a record will be sent to your email account, because when you join the POSP account, they always ask you for 2 information. One is your mobile number, one is your email account. So on the left-hand side, that one is actually come to the inbox of your email account, tell you exactly what have you done. So here I said I went to a supermarket media, I bought something for $9.85 using the Payla wallet with a mobile phone ending this number. So that is the record. And at the same time, if you check your Payla e-wallet, the e-wallet will have a simplified record of what you have done. Same thing, media, dollar, the date. I'm not sure whether got time or not. So you see, you have 2 ways to real-time transaction alert to tell you you have spent so much money from your Payla wallet. So if somebody really so smart to configure your Payla account and do something, straight away you know it in your email account and at the same time in your mobile phone, the Payla app. So this is just explain to you how it works. Now, in part 1, I explained a bit on the communication. Here is just to benefit those who missed the part 1. Basically, when you do a transaction, what actually happened? You start from the customer. Customer use the phone to scan the QR code. And once the QR code is scanned, the customer smartphone will connect to the internet to their own bank. It depends on what bank it is. And you notice there's a middleman that talk to the 2 banks, okay? Because the hawker bank may be a different bank. So this middleman will talk to 2. So you command your bank to give $3 to the vendor. So once $3 give to the middleman will just pass the $3 to the vendor. So 1 minus 1 plus. That's how it works. But you go to part 1, you will see more detail on that, okay? Now, there's some confusion on Payla and PayNow. Remember, Payla only dedicated to POSP and DBS account holder. So if you and your friend both has a POSP or DBS account, both of you can use Payla to talk to each other, to send money, receive money to each other. But if your friend don't have a DBS configured on the smartphone, have a OCBC or Chartered Bank or what, then you cannot use Payla. You have to use PayNow. DBS also have a PayNow option. So your friend definitely don't have Payla, he will have PayNow. So he use PayNow to pay you. Or you can use PayNow using a DBS PayNow to pay your friend. So you cannot use Payla to pay your friend. So there is another option to select in your smartphone. These are the 9 banks that agree with the authority, that they agree to cross-platform with each other. So there's quite a good choice for you to choose which bank you want to use. So remember, DBS, POSP, between each other on the same account can use Payla. But once you cross-platform to Maybank or to OCBC, then you have to use PayNow. That means your OCBC friend will have to use PayNow to pay you. Or you have to use PayNow to pay him. So it depends on who has to pay who. How to enable my smartphone to go cashless? I think I talked of this just now. Make sure your mobile number is the permanent one, not a temporary one. If temporary, if you need to change, you change before you terminate the number. Or if not, you have to go to the bank to reset the number. Choose a bank. Get ready username and password. You have to have 2 sets if you go to POSP. As I told you, 1 set is for Payla, 1 set is for DigiBank. And remember, when I say username, doesn't mean that you have to use a full Chinese name. You can call it Mango123 also can. Doesn't matter, as long as your friend understand who is Mango123. So up to you. If you feel like you want to use your name, you can use your name. But normally, we try not to use our name in the internet. Password, make sure it's minimum must have 6 or 8 characters, but you can have more. Then download the right app. Now, my next Zoom session will be on cloud storage. That's just a piece of information. And for those who are interested to attend some workshop, I have worked out with the library on some of this topic. I call it Using Microsoft Office the Fun Way in Jurong Regional Library. And the first and second one already out for registration. It is a workshop, physical class, it's not a Zoom. You must have a laptop that has Microsoft Office program installed. If you have that, you can go and register for it. Then next month, we will have PowerPoint to create a movie. And another lesson will be create photo haiku. And maybe next year we'll have a senior can code. We'll do some fun coding. Maybe design a aquarium or something else. So these are all the fun projects that we can meet each other face to face. Okay, Tong Seng, that's all I have. Pass back to you.